about the area. So area can be divided into the rectangle, triangle. So measure. So most of the shapes are the combination of the rectangle, triangle, circle, semicircle. So the measuration is a measurement of area by the combining the regular shape data. Okay, firstly we talk about the rectangle. So the rectangle here. The rectangle is this is the length L meter and the height is will be the P meter. So the area of the rectangle. So L multiply D. The unit will be the meter square. And similarly the square. Square is at the same side. This is L into L. So the square. Area of square is equal to L square. So by this way you can measure the area. And similarly area of the triangle. So area of triangle means this triangle here. Triangle length is L. And triangle height will be the H. So this is the length and the height. So the area of triangle you can calculate to the half multiply L multiply H. So this is the area of the triangle. Half multiply base multiply height, that is also area of triangle. So the area of triangle can also be like this. Height can be this is the right angle triangle. This is H. Or the that kind of triangle. This area. So this with the length, the height is the H. So anyways, although the figures are different, you can still calculate the area of triangle is half multiply the height and the length. So those are the area. If given that the BC is the 6 meter, AD is equal to the 4 meter, PE is the 5 meter, has to find the length of the AC. So the area of triangle you can calculate by 2 ways. Area of triangle ABC. So this is for the BC is a length, base, and the AD is a height. So this is also half multiply with BC, multiply with the AD. So by this way you can calculate half multiply. The BC is already given as 6 meter. Multiply AD is given as 4 meter. So this is a 12 meter square. So this is the area of the triangle ABC. And also you can also calculate the area of triangle ABC another way. Area of triangle ABC. So another ABC is that guys we take this ACS as a base. So half multiply base AC and the height is a BE is a height. So we multiply half multiply. So AC, we don't know the AC. BE is a 5. Okay, so then we can calculate. So then we use 2.5 AC. So all are the same area of AC. So therefore you can calculate 2.5 AC is equal to 12. So AC is equal to 12 divided by 2.5. So you got the 2.4 meter square. So therefore you just area of the triangle. So this is a 4 by 8 meter square. 4 meter. So by this way you can calculate the AC. This one we also need to calculate the area of triangle in the shading. So that we have to find the area of triangle. To be able to determine, you need to try calculate the base and the height. Base and B. So this is a rectangle triangle. So B plus 1 meter plus 2 meter is equal to 10 meter. So from here you can calculate the B. And similarly, height is similar to the 4 meter. So because of this one, B you can calculate. B is equal to 10 minus 1 plus 2. So that will be the 7 meter. And height is a 4 meter. Then you can calculate the area of triangle. So if formula is a half multiply, base multiply height. So half multiply, base is 7, height is 4. So you got this one will be 14 meter square. But this is you can calculate the the area. This one also we need to find the area of triangle. In this case, given 6 meters is the radius. So base is diameter. So diameter is 2 times the radius. So this one is the base. Yeah. Base is similar to diameter. Diameter is 2 times the radius. So then B you can calculate. B is equal to here equals 2h. So B is so 2 multiplied 8 is 6, so you call it 12 meters. Then you can find the area of triangle. Area of triangle is equal to half multiply B into h. So then we half multiply B is 12 and h is 6. So you call it 36 meters square. So by the way you can calculate the area. Also need to calculate the area of triangle and the shading. So how to calculate? So to calculate the area, we need to know the height and the base. So base is this one, is a B. I is a H. So how you calculate? Base you can calculate 7 meters minus 3 meters. So 7 minus 3, you call it 4 meters. H you cannot know directly, but this triangle is 5 to 1 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 8 square. So this is right angle triangle. So 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 8 square. So this is 25 is equal to 9 plus 8 square. So from here you call it 8 square. So 25 minus 9 you call it 16. So 8 is equal to square root of 16, you call it 4 meters. Then you call it area. It's equal to half multiply B multiply H. So half multiply base you can calculate is 4. H is also 4. You call it 8 meters square. So by the way, you can calculate for the area of the triangle in the shaded area. Okay, so we also need to find the length of the shaded triangle and the length PQ. So firstly, we have to find the height. So this is for the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle means the opposite sides are equal. So this is the 12 meters, so this height also is 12 meters. So H is equal to the 5 meters, base is equal to the 12 meters. So height is 5 meters. And the base is 12 meters. Base 12 meters, height is 5 meters. Then you can find the area. Area is half multiplied, base multiplied height. So half multiplied, base is 12, height is 5. So you got the things 30 meters square. So this is the area. And for the PQ, so you can try to find this PQ. So in this case, to find the PQ, this way that you need to find the base. So this is the base, this triangle. These two triangles are equal area. So that the shaded area triangle is also the non-shaded area triangle. So area of shaded triangle. So this is equal to area of non-shaded triangle. So area of shaded triangle is equal to area of the non-shaded triangle. So the area of shaded triangle also the same, 30 meters square. So that this is the area of shaded triangle. Area of the shaded triangle. So this is equal to 30 meters square. Okay, so this area of the shaded triangle you can also calculate. In this case, this one base will be here. This base multiplied PQ. So this is about the base for this is the AB. So this area of shaded triangle is half multiplied AB multiplied PQ. So this is 30. So you want to find a PQ, so the firstly you need to find the AB. So how to find the AB? So in this case you can calculate AB square is equal to 12 meters square plus 8 square. So the H is 5. So the AB square is equal to 12 square plus 5 square. So this becomes square is 144 plus 525. So this is 169. And therefore AB you can calculate is square root of 169. So you got the 13. AB is 13. So other than you can substitute here. So then we will half multiply AB 13 and a PQ. This is equal to 13. So PQ you can calculate 30 multiply 2 divided by 13. And you got the PQ. Okay, this one we see it as a standard circle. So find the area of the quadrilateral of PQRS. So PQRS area you have to find. So in this case, how to find the PQRS area? So you can calculate. Firstly, you have to find the area SQR. SQR means the angle R is 90 degrees because the diameter is subject to the angle R. So according to the geometry, they are proof the angle I ever 90 degrees because the angle I opposite to the SU is the diameter. So the angle R is subject to SU is the diameter. Therefore, the angle R is equal to the 90 degrees. R is equal to 90 degrees because the R is subject to the SU. So after you got the R at 90 degrees, you can find the triangle SQR area. Half multiply base multiply height. You can got the SQR area. The triangle SQR area. It will half multiply. So base is the RQ. Multiply height is the SR. So this is half multiply RQ is a 3, SR is a 4. So this is a centimeter square. You got the SQR area. And similarly, when you got the SQR area, so you can also find that the lines are SQ. Line SQ is that this is the hypotenuse. So the SR square plus the RQ square is equal to SQ square. The triangle. So therefore you can calculate SR square plus RQ square is equal to SQ square. So we substitute here, SR square is a 4 square, plus RQ square is a 3 square, is equal to SQ square. So SQ you can calculate. So square root of 4 square plus 3 square. So 16 plus 9, so square root of 25, so you got the 5. SQ is a 5. So SQ 5, so that this SQ is the diameter. SQ 5, so SE and the CQ are the radius, so that they are 2.5. BC also radius, also the half of the diameter, so also 2.5. So SQ is the diameter. So therefore, SQ is equal to 2 multiply SC equal to 2 multiply CQ equal to 2 multiply BC. So therefore you can calculate SC equal to CQ equal to BC is equal to SQ by 2. So this is a 5 by 2. You got a 2 by 5. Hello? Such that when the A is at the so the P is equal to A multiply B. So this is a product. Product means A is equal to P is equal to A multiply B. So in this case, this equation you combine 2B square, that equation we got. So this equation becomes P square to and the S equal to PC is at 2 by 5. And after that you can calculate the area of the PSQ. Try to get a PSQ area. So this is a half multiply the base is the SU. SU multiply pi is the PC. So this is half multiply PSU we can calculate. SU is the 5 multiply 2 by 5. So this is 2 by 2 by 6.25. These are square. By the way you can calculate it. So this is for the area of this one. Okay, so we need to find the area of the triangle ABC and also find the area of the triangle ACD. So for the area of triangle ABC, this side BD is equal to and the S equal to PC is at 2 by 5. And after that you can calculate the area of the PSQ. Try to get a PSQ area. So this is a half multiply the base is the SU. SU multiply pi is the PC. So So this is how multiply. See, as you we can calculate, as you will say, 5 multiply 2.5. So this is 2 by 2 by 2.25. These are square. By the way, you can calculate it. So this is called the area of this one. Okay, so we need to find the area of the triangle ABC and also find the area of the triangle ACD. So for the area of triangle ABC, this side BD is equal to the 38.56 meter. The height is at 7.4 meter. So you can calculate the triangle ACD, ABD area. So triangles are, firstly you need to find the triangles are ABD. Then you separate the triangle ACD so that you get the firstly you need to find the length of BD. So BD you can calculate. That will be the 38.6 meter. BD is 38.6 meter. But BC and CD are equal. BC equal to CD is equal to BD by 2. So that will be the 38.6 divided by 2. So this is 90.3. So we got the BC equal to CD is equal to 90.3 meter. And then triangle you get ABC. Triangle ABC you can calculate. So half multiply BC multiply AD. So half multiply BC you can calculate at 90.3 multiply AD at 17.4. So you got the triangle ABC area. ACD. Triangle ACD you can calculate triangle ACD. So area is half multiply the base at CD and height is at AD. So half multiply the CD is that you can calculate 90.3 and the AD is 17.4. So also this one also the same area 167.91 meter square. So by this way we can calculate the area of the triangle ABC and the ACD. Okay, this problem you also need to find the triangle area ABC. So to find the area, first you have to draw a perpendicular line. Perpendicular lines are AD is drawn. So by making the perpendicular line, so you can this line is exactly divide. So this is about the star in tri-circles they are relationship. When you draw the perpendicular line from the center point to this any lines are AD, so you can exactly divide it. So that way you have BD is equal to AD is equal to 5 meter. So you see this triangle. So this is 7 meter, this is 5 meter. So triangle C and a D. So you will be able to find the CD. So that way you use the particular theorem. So that BC square is equal to BD square plus CD square. So the BC square is equal to BD square plus CD square. BC square is equal to BD square plus CD square. And then you can calculate. So BC you can calculate the 7 square. The BD square is the 5 square plus CD square. So CD you can calculate square root of 7 square minus 5 square. The square root of 49 minus 25. The square root of 24. Root 24 you can find the CD. So the CD is root 24. So this is a 4.89. So you see this as 4.89. And try after that you got the triangle ABC area. So half multiply BA multiply CD. So half multiply BA is at 10 meter, by CD is 4.89. So by this way that you can find a triangle ABC area. So that way the 4.89 multiply 10 divided by 2, you got the 24.49. Answer will be 24.49 meter square. Now we also need to find the area of the triangle ABC. So to be able to find, you need to calculate the base. Base BC need to be calculated. So in this case, you have to use the particular theorem. AD square is equal to AB square plus BD square. From here you got the BD. So that you can calculate AD square is equal to AB square plus BD square. So So the AD square is a 7.8 square. AB square is a 3.9 square plus BD square. So BD you can calculate 3.9 square. So 7.8 square here minus 3.9 square. So 45.63. Then we use 45.60. Then BD you can calculate is a square root of 45.63. So square root. So 6.75. So BD is 6.75. So BD is 6.75. You can also calculate BC equal to CD. This is a BD by 2. So 6.75 divided by 2. So that way is a 3.377. After you got the BC equal to BD, you can calculate the ABC area. Calculate ABC area, you can calculate half multiply BC multiply AD. So this is half multiply BC. So BC is 3.377. And AD is a 3.9. So multiply 3.9 divided by 2. So you got the 6.5. So 3.377 multiplied 3.9 and divided by 2, so you got a 6.5. 6.58 the meter square. So this is the answer. Trapezoid is the area. Trapezoid the area is that kind of this one is trapezium. So this trapezium, this is the H, so this is B1, this is a B2. So formula area is equal to half multiply H and B1 plus B2. So this is the equation. So this is a trapezium, we can calculate it out by this formula. Okay? So we directly calculate the area. So you have to only have to do it, you have to divide into two pieces. So this one you draw the design construction line. So this is area A1, area A2. So area A1 is a trapezium, area A2 is a rectangle. So the area A1 you use the trapezium area, area A2 you use the rectangle area. So we can calculate the area A1. So to calculate area, this is a 4 meter, this is a 4 meter. So this lot, so that's length. B1 and B2 you can calculate. B1 and B2 so you have to put this up. So this is all that. This one is a B1. And this is B2. B2 you can calculate. B2 is equal to 8 minus 4. So this is 4 meter. And B1 is 2 meter. So area A1 you can calculate. Half multiply H. So H is you can also calculate. H is this one. This one is the H. So H you can also calculate. H is equal to this is for 7 meter minus 3 meter. So 4 meter. So then you can calculate area A1. Half multiply H into B1 plus B2. So half multiply H into B1 plus B2 you can calculate. So this means well, by solving this one you got the means that this is a half multiply H. H into B1 plus B2. So H you can calculate that H is equal to 4. Half multiply 4. And B1 plus B2. B1 plus B2 means that this is 2 plus 4. 4 plus 2. So this is 2 multiplies 6. So 12 meter square. A1 is a 12 meter square. And therefore, you also calculate A2. A2 you also calculate. A2 is rectangle area. Rectangle area means height multiplies a base. So this is 8 multiplies 3. So this is 24 meter square. So total area AD is equal to A1 plus A2. So A1 you can calculate at 12. A2 is 24, you call it 36 meter square. Therefore we can calculate the area total A. Also we need to find the area, so we can directly find, so we have to divide into a P. So this one is the area A1, A2 and the A3. So you can see that the A1 and A3 are the same. They are the trapezium. The trapezium that you can calculate. So this one will use this is a 12 meter. So 8, so that 12 minus 8 so that this and this combination is the 4, so that will be the this H1 and this is the H2. H1 equal to H2 you can calculate. So 12 minus 8 divided by 2. So this is the 4 divided by 2, so the 2 meter. H1 and H2 are 2 meter. And also let's for the public side there. This is B1 and B2 are there. B1 is a 2 meter and B2 is a 4 meter. So you can calculate that triangular area A1. So area A3 you can calculate. A3 equal to A1 equal to half into the H. So this is the H2 into B1 plus B2. So this is the half multiply. H is you can calculate at 2. Multiply B1 plus B2. So B1 is a 2, B2 is a 4. So you call that this one is a 6. So A3 is equal to A1 is equal to 6. And similarly A2 you can calculate. A2 is a base multiply height. So base is a 8, height is a 4. So 8 multiply 4. You got it at 32. So the A total is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3. So the A1 you can calculate A1 it was the same, so 6 plus A2 is 32 plus 6. So 12 plus 32, so you got a 44 meter square. EFGH, so this is the EFGH also the Cartesian. The two parallel multiplies the perpendicular distance between the two lengths. So this is area you can calculate. So the area EFGH you can calculate. Half multiply the perpendicular distance is 1.52 and two parallels are 2.74 plus 1.86. 2.74 plus 1.86. Then you got that EFGH area. So that will be just a 2.74 and a 1.86. So this is a 4.6. 4.6 divided by 2, so you got a 2.3 multiply 1.52. So you got it a 3.496. 3.496 meter square. You got. Area of the circle you can calculate by equation. Area of circle is equal to pi by 4 into d square. So this is for the area of the circle. Pi by 4 into the diameter square, that will be the area of circle. Okay, this area you need to calculate the shaded area. So to calculate the shaded area, first you have to find the overall rectangle area and then minus the circle area. So to calculate the circle area, you have to calculate the circle diameter. The circle diameter plus 8 by 4 is equal to the 30 meter. So this one. So this is called the circle diameter. So D you can calculate. So 30 minus 2 multiplied 8.4. So then you can calculate the diameter D. So that will be the 30 minus 2 multiplied 8.4. So you got the 13.2. So this circle diameter is 13.2. Okay, circle diameter 13.2. Then you can also calculate the area of the circle. Area of circle. So pi by 4 into d square. So this is a 2.7854 into 13.2 square. So by solving the problem, you got the area of the circle. So this is a 30.2 square. Multiply 0.7854. So you got it 136.8. So 136.8 meter square. Then you got the area. Okay, so overall area you can also calculate all the rectangle area. So base multiply height, so 30 multiply 20. So you got a 600 meter square. So then you got a shaded area. So shaded area is overall minus the circle. So 600 minus 136.8. So the shaded area will be there. You can calculate. So that will be 600 minus 136.8. So you got 600 minus 136.8. So 463.2. Meter square. You got it. Overall area. So in this case, we have to join this line. So by joining this line. So this is the 3 meter, this is 5 meter. So you can calculate this radius R. Radius R can be calculated. This is 5 minus 3, so you call it 2 meter. Then you can calculate the diameter D. Make them with that. Diameter D is equal to 2 multiplied by 2, so this is 4 meter. Okay, so total area is total area rectangle plus half of the circle. So this is the total area you can calculate. Total area, so rectangle plus half of the circle. So rectangle is 3 multiply the 4 plus half of the circle means half multiply 5 by 4 into diameter square. Diameter square will be 4 square. So by this way you got, which is half multiply 0 by 7, 8, 5, 4 multiply 16. So that will be 8 multiply 0.7854 plus 12. So you got 18.28 meter square.
What is the example of the figure?
We now the last one we have to last two problems. We have to find the area of this one. This one we also need to find the shaded area. So shaded area you have to find the rectangle area minus half of the circle area. So this is a 64. 64 is equal to the diameter D. So D you can calculate is 64. So the rectangle shaded area is equal to rectangle area minus half of the circle area. So rectangle 86 multiplied 64 minus half of the half multiply 5 by 40 square. So the 86 multiplied 64 minus half multiply 0.7854 and the D square. Diameter D is 64 square.
So this part
we calculate, so that will be 86 multiplied 64. 86 multiplied 64 minus 0.5 multiplied 0.7854 multiplied 64 square. So that will be 3895.5 meter square. So this one we call the shaded area. Area of first you have to calculate this D. So this D is you choose this triangle Pythagoras. So D square is equal to 4 square plus 4 square. So D is the square root of 16 plus 16. So you got a D. So this is square root of 32. So root 32 is equal to 5.65. And then you can calculate the total area. So total area is this one plus this triangle. So this one is half into 5 by 4 into D square plus this one is half into base multiply 5. So that will be half multiply 0.7854 multiply 5.65 square plus half multiply base 4 multiply 4. And you got the total area. And the S equal to PC is 2 by 5. And after that you can calculate the area of the SU.